I don't know what you're going through, but God does. He does. He knows where you are. He knows where discouragement is settling in. What I want to do in this moment is just give you some words of encouragement, that a man named Joshua received, and that not just for Joshua, but for us, because God's word is living and active. When he spoke in the past, recorded for us in the scriptures, he's speaking through that to us today. And so there was a man named Joshua, lived over 3,500 years ago. And Joshua, a young man, grew up in a place called Egypt. He was enslaved with his family, with all of his loved ones. And then God rescued him and his family, literally millions of people, from slavery. And in that rescuing, some amazing miracles, hands of God just showed up. Splitting of the Red Sea, these things that we call the 10 plagues. God shows up over and over again through a pillar of fire at night, a cloud of smoke during the day, just leading his children with food. God just showing up. Joshua's witnessing all these things of what the scriptures call a pinky finger of God. He's witnessing all that. In fact, the scriptures actually say that Joshua was with a man named Moses up in Mount Sinai receiving the 10 Commandments. Joshua was the one who led the army of God versus the enemies of God, those who hated their neighbors, those who hated creation, those who hated God. Joshua was leading the army. Joshua, it actually said, would stay behind in the tent of meeting after Moses would leave. Joshua was one of those 12 spies that went into the promised land, and one of the two who said, hey, we can take this. With God, all things are possible. 10 said no, but Joshua said, yes, God can take this. Right? Joshua seems like he's experienced some amazing miracles of God. He's seen God in his life. Joshua's been used by God to do amazing things. But all of a sudden, Moses dies. Joshua's in a transitional time, going through some stuff in his life, and we see Joshua also in the tent of meeting not wanting to get up, almost in the fetal position in the corner of the tent, and God speaks to him. And Moses actually had to speak this word to Joshua several times in Deuteronomy. But in Joshua chapter 1, we hear God speak not just once, but 3 times, as if Joshua wasn't hearing it, but he needed to hear it. Be strong and courageous. Don't be discouraged. Don't be terrified, Joshua. Be strong and courageous. Don't be discouraged. Don't be terrified, Joshua. And then he says, Joshua, be strong and courageous. And he says, Joshua, I am with you. I am with you. I don't know what's going on in your world right now, what kind of transitions you've had to go through, what kind of grief, what kind of trials, how you're feeling about maybe being a parent or married or taking care of your parents. I don't know where discouragement and settling in or fear, but God does. God does. And I pray today that you hear God speak to you. Be strong and courageous. Be strong and courageous. I love that promise in the middle of that. Right? Don't let my word leave your mouth and leave your mind. Meditate on it day and night. And this is the word. Be strong and courageous. Keep hearing this over and over again. And then God says, Joshua, you're going to be successful. You're going to be successful wherever you go. You're going to lead others to the promised land. And that's what our calling is. Right? That discouragement wouldn't get so strong in our lives that we wouldn't give into it, to where we don't lead others. We don't let his light shine through us. Even in the worst of moments, God is with us. It's not about what we can do, and Joshua knew that. It wasn't about what Joshua can do. It's about what God can do. What God can do through you and through me. And he is with us. The Christmas gift, Emmanuel, God with us. I pray that you are encouraged today, that you battle through by faith, discouragement, and fear, that your eyes stay on God and that you hear his word today, that he is with you. May we all be strong and courageous. Be strong and courageous. Be strong and courageous. Be blessed, and go ahead and share this with others who you know need some encouragement today.